Hey, how's it going? Jen here from Powers Digital Agency. I want to shoot this video for you to really help free up so much more of your time, make your process for communication and conversations a lot more simple, and hopefully get you really excited with this amazing update to High Level. So as we know, High Level, Go High Level is always making updates, changes, improvements, which we all love, but sometimes it's easy to miss some really exciting improvements and new offerings and things that are being added to our already incredible software. And so one of these changes recently is basically taking the place of a chatbot. So if you don't know anything about chatbots, take a look at my other videos. I'm a huge chatbot nerd. I absolutely love them, have been using them for years through softwares, sometimes like ManyChat or, what have you. But in this video, what we're going to do is focus on the update, in particular, the comment reply. So almost like a comment bot, if you will. And what we're going to do is focus on Facebook, Instagram. But again, this is really powerful and can be applied to many different social media channels. And so the first thing I want to do is explain to you why it's powerful and give you some strategy. Okay. So Facebook and Instagram have had the opportunity to have all these chatbot softwares connected to them for quite some time. But in High Level, we kind of not that long ago had the ability to have what's called a DM bot or a DM automatic response. And we were able to build that in the automations tab in a workflow. And what do I mean when I say a DM bot? When you see posts on, say, Instagram, you see a great post, the call to action sometimes of these posts of people we follow is DM the word blank and I'll get you that right away, or DM this and fill in the blank. It's really powerful, but what's even more powerful is the newest update, which is the comment bot. And so a comment bot is if we were to see a great post and the call to action was comment ebook below and I'll get you what you need, something like that, for example. Okay. Now, why is the comment bot more powerful or better than a DM bot? They're both really good, and different strategies work for different things depending on your goal and your industry and all these other things. But in general, a comment bot is going to be way more effective and way better conversions. Why? Because we're keeping somebody right where they are and telling them to take an action, a very simple action, without leaving, getting distracted, or sending them somewhere else. When you see a post and the call to action is go DM the whatever word, what you then would have to do, if I was the user, if I was the person, the ideal customer, seeing a post of something I was interested in, some information I wanted, something I wanted to buy, whatever it was, if the post itself is saying, hey, go DM me this word, I would have to click on the person's profile. It would have to get me to the profile or the page. Then I'd have to click message. Then I'd have to go type in the word that they told me to. And it's fine. And it works great. And it's definitely something, I'm not here to knock it, but what's even more powerful, and think about it for a second, if I am this potential buyer, I'm on a post, I'm getting a lot of great information. The post then is telling me, comment right now, comment this word, and I'll get you what you want. I don't have to click around. I don't have to figure things out. I don't have to go anywhere else. I stay right where I'm at. I'm going to click the little conversation bubble. I'm going to type in the keyword or whatever the call to action word was, and I'm done. And so it's easier, it's faster, it's quicker, and it's definitely going to yield you better results. So that all to say, let's walk through it step by step right now. And I'm actually going to show you how it works in real time through sample accounts. And I hope it's exciting for you as it was for me. So first of all, make sure you're logged in to your Go High Level account. As you can see right here, I'm in the settings tab. I clicked on integrations, and I just am pointing out that in order for this to work, you have to make sure that your social media accounts are integrated correctly. So making sure that your Facebook and Instagram are connected is obviously going to be step number one. Now, if I hop back, I'm going to go right into the automation tab, and I've already gone ahead and created a folder. It's a bot folder. And these are some examples in here. I'm going to actually build this one with you right now so you can see exactly step by step. And then you'll be able to do the same. So I'm just going to click create new workflow. Well, very first thing is up at the very top. You're going to click and change the title so it doesn't say new workflow with a whole bunch of numbers. This is super important. And believe it or not, this is such a simple step that most people miss, and then they can't remember and can't find it. And when you have a lot of workflows, that is the last thing that you want to be worrying about. So I'm going to make this it's going to say IG comment bot, and I'm going to put the word, let's, for this example, say recipe. Okay. So then I'm going to know, because you're probably going to want to put whatever word you want people to comment, because you're probably going to have more than one IG comment bot going on based on all the posts that you've got going on. So that's the step number one, is make sure you title it correctly. Step number two is going into the settings. And right here, this must be toggled on, allow re-entry. And as you can read and see below, this is basically saying we're going to let this person, this contact, re-enter more than one time once it's already been through the workflow. Meaning, why this is really important is if they commented and they got distracted, they forgot to hang around, they were busy, just if they get back to that same post and they comment again, we want to make sure that we're always responding and replying with the automatic message that we have set up, so that it's not a one and done kind of thing. Okay, so that's the first two really important steps, and always hit save in the top right. Now we're going to get started on building this workflow, this automation. So we're going to add the trigger, and trigger is going to be, if you start typing in the word comment, you're going to notice this is a brand new feature, which is why it says beta next to it. So we're going to focus for this example, not on Facebook, but on Instagram. And again, this exact strategy works for Facebook as well. So you can identically basically copy this entire workflow, make sure you do the entire thing again for Facebook, and it works just the same. So this is what our trigger is. Instagram, we're letting it know commented on a post is the trigger. And then right here, workflow trigger name, just to make it easy for you, it can be, the same thing as what you titled the whole workflow. So you can do IG comment, and we'll just do recipe. And then this is the last steps of this part to finish this workflow trigger. So you're going to say page is, you're going to make sure you have the right page. Okay. Post, this post type, you're going to say post type is, and we're going to say it's a published post. Post is, we're going to pick now what specific post that we want. Now, if you wanted this, let's say, you're promoting a really big event, something you want people to register for, and it's pretty much the theme of all of your marketing, all the posts that you've got, you just really want to drive traffic to registering for an event, then you don't necessarily want to name a specific post, okay? If you don't want that, you're just going to take that last step off, and anything you publish, anytime anyone goes and comments the word recipe, they're going to get whatever message we want them to get. But if you do want it to be a specific post, that's where that next step is going to come into play. But because for this example, we want to show you a specific post, I'm going to make sure I'm selecting the published post option. And then post is, this is where I get to pick the exact post, okay? And it looks like my post isn't showing up. So let me pause and make sure that is posted. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I just needed to do a little quick refresh. And so now I'm able to see the post is, if I click the drop down menu, I'm seeing this one right here where I even wrote the description of the post, says tutorial post, comment, recipe. And so what's going to show in this drop down menu is all of your posts that are connected to this specific Instagram page or platform. Okay. And so if you have endless, it's going to show all of your posts, and the title right here is going to be the first few words or so of the description of that post. Okay. So because this is just the one and only post that's on this sample page, that's why that's only one that's showing up. Now, this last step here is track first level comments only. This is a good idea to keep on because, for example, if I'm saying to somebody, here's my post, and my post is saying, comment the word recipe. Now, let's say you go and you comment the word recipe. You're then going to get my automatic response right back. If you comment again and again the word recipe on that same thread, it's going to keep, if I don't have this turned on, it's going to keep sending whatever I am telling it to send to you. And so it's really only needed or necessary to do first level comments only. So now I'm going to hit save trigger, and I'm going to make sure I always hit save for each thing I do. Okay. Now we've set the trigger. The next step is telling what do we want this bot, this automatic response, what do we want it to say? Okay. So we're going to hit the little plus sign and we're going to say comment. We're going to say typing that word in again. And as you can see, it says reply in comments. Okay. So this is really cool because we are able to basically have it mix up and change up the responses. So let's say you have a great successful post and you get a whole bunch of engagement of everybody typing that word recipe that we've just set as the trigger word. We can, as many responses as we want, we can have the software just mix it up a little bit so that people don't feel that it's so much like a bot. They might feel like they're getting a whole bunch of different responses from you. So for example, things like we can say something like, great recipe is on its way to you. Another one might be, let's make sure we spell it right. Another one might be awesome. Check your DMs. Another one could be glad you commented, sending you it now, and you get the idea, and you can go on and on and on. Okay. What's really cool is that you can even see this little tag you can create. You have custom values that are created. You can put them in here as well. And then my favorite part is liking the comments. So you can tell the software to every single person that comments that word recipe, you can have it automatically like their comment, which is really great. So now let's just save this. Okay. Now, before I hit publish, before I show you this, it's a really good idea just for your organization of your business. It's a good idea to always add tags so that you can track and manage your contacts, where they're coming from, how they came to find you, what they were interested in. So we're going to show you, we're going to add a tag. And then it's also a good idea, depending on the situation, to create a notification. So maybe you have a social media manager that's on your team. Maybe you want them to get notified when this is happening. Now, word of caution, if you have posts that go viral, or even if you just get posts with a whole bunch of engagement, it can get costly, and it can also get a little bit annoying if you're getting notified every single time somebody is commenting on a post of yours. So depending on that, you may or may not want to set an internal notification to you or your team, but the tagging is going to be very important. So what we're going to do is actually add a tag right above here. We're going to type in the word tag, add a tag, and then, you can add a tag like IG comment bot. You can even add, and it's probably suggested if you let the software know and for you to keep them organized, what did they comment on your Instagram? So maybe you want to say IG comment recipe. You can do something like that and add that tag, hit save, go ahead and hit save again. Okay. Now you don't need to tell it to do anything else. And in this example, we're going to leave it at this. And I'm going to, last step is turn it from draft to publish and hit save. Okay, great. Now what I'm going to do is share my screen and show you this in action. Okay, awesome. So now I am sharing my screen, and you can see here is the example post. This is the exact post because you can see it says tutorial post comment recipe. So because I'm the one testing this, I'm going to make sure that right now I am logged in as that page. So I'm going to make sure I log into my personal profile here and just go to the page with the post itself. So here we go. Now what I'm going to do is comment that word recipe. And we're going to hit send. Now, give it a couple seconds. Depends on, everything from internet speed to just like, having the software talk to the platform itself. So sometimes what I will do is make sure that I am refreshing a few times. And then let's see. Oh, there it is. Perfect timing. So you can see it says, great, recipe is on its way to you. Now, because I toggled on allow reentry and also, I also turned off first level comments only. If I was to reply right now to that response, it would not send me any more messages. But if I was to reply regularly again with that word recipe, we should, if this is going to work correctly, we should see another automatic response that's different. We picked, I think, 3 different responses, so it should automatically change that up. And so let's just try to refresh a few times and see what happens. Let's see. Oh, and we got another response. So you can see how powerful that is, because it's going to not keep it so boring. Not everyone's going to get that same message. Everyone's going to feel more, more special, or that it's not necessarily a bot. Now, that one right there where it says awesome, check your DMs, what we would want to do is go create a DM response, so that and which we can absolutely do. And that was in the beginning of this video when I was talking about a DM bot. So you can see how really powerful this is, and just what you can do for your business and how it can save you so much time, also help you track your leads. I hope this is helpful. If you like the video, share it, like it, give it a thumbs up, be sure to subscribe, and thank you so much for your time.